Hey Simmers, welcome to Gamer Image. In this video, we're going to be talking about why your Sims 4 mods might be doing more harm than good. Stay tuned. I feel like I've unintentionally opened a can of worms within my last few videos. Sorry Simmers, but unfortunately, it's true. I make mistakes. And with that, I feel like I've given some of you a false sense of security when it comes to your Sims 4 mods, CCs, and save files. My first video saw massive success way beyond my wildest expectations. This video showed you all how to move the actual game TS4 over to another hard drive. Well, that's not too shabby, right? No harm, no foul. But then some of my audience had an even more pending question. How the heck do we get our mods, CCs, and saves onto our external hard drive? So as always, thinking about my audience, I went to work and started cranking out how-tos for moving the documents folder over, uploading the documents folder to the cloud, and for those that didn't have a location tab on their documents file folder properties, I went to scripting. But the only problem I didn't foresee here was, I did this and it worked, but now my game is loading up very slow, almost takes 2 hours just to select the household to play. And I found out how to do it, smiley emoji. Now I can download 2 terabytes of CC. Now I'm thinking, uh-oh, what have I done? 2 terabytes of new CCs? Oh my gosh, 2 hours of loading time? Arnar. And so comes along this video. I did the research and compared your results to mine. So let's see what I found out. Doing a quick Google search, I ran into this post talking about how The Sims 4 won't start because my mods folder is too large. Thinking that this might have been a dated post, I checked its date. It was posted on February 2021 by I Am Your Trend Sim. Eesh, that's not that long ago. Reading on, I saw that cutting back on the number of CC was probably necessary. A little further, the issue of memory came up. Lastly came the issue of broken mods. While I don't think that 2 terabytes is quite a bit of data, imagine having to copy-paste that much data just to your hard drive. 20,000 seconds? According to this answer, the time that it would take would be nearly 5.5 hours. Well, that makes one of my viewers times 100% accurate. Sheesh. Now, while I know that this isn't completely true and we're really copying data into memory and then cleaning it, we're still limited by the speed of the external hard disk. So I checked out my previous video that I fast forwarded through to give you guys the demo after I moved over to the Origin app. This was the pre-edited video. The timestamps? From 1328 to 1444 was my load time, and I'm not even a hardcore CC and mods user. My entire Sims 4 documents folder is roughly 2.4 gigabytes, and I'm experiencing nearly a 1.5 minute delay. So next, I did a speed test on the external hard drive using Crystal Disk Mark. Now, keep in mind that my speeds may be significantly slower than some of your external HDDs and much slower than those of you who have external SSDs. I performed some calculations and it seems that the read speeds that I have on this particular external hard drive and the time it takes to get my Sims 4 game to load did not seem to correlate to how long it would take to just load the data in the CC mod saves file data in the documents folder. So this was rather peculiar. My physical game data that was installed into the same hard drive is a combined total of 33.7 gigabytes, and if all of the data was read on-site and the entire game was loaded, this would take almost 5 minutes to read according to the online transfer speed calculator. And with the 2.5 gigabytes of data in the mod, saves, and CCs folder, this would take roughly 21 seconds. So unfortunately, without knowing what caching techniques the Sims 4 team used in their game, it's not reasonable to make many deductions from this particular test. This was simply my particular experience.
Warning, math ahead, but please, don't panic. You can skim this if you need to.
However, it's reasonable to assume that the speeds of your computer's external hard drive combined with the amount of data in your Sims 4 folder will accumulate the total time it will take to load your game's data into memory. So let's put some real-world data and speeds to the test. Let's say Letitia has a 1.2 terabyte Sims 4 folder. She runs a speed test on her external hard drive and the speeds come back that she gets double mine. Roughly 260 megabytes a second is what her top read speed is. Let's do the math for just how long it would take the drive to upload this to memory. Converting the total data size to gigabytes, we get 1.2 terabytes equals about 1200 gigabytes. Calculating the read speed in gigabytes per second, her data transfer rate is 260 megabytes per second, which is equal to about 0.25 gigabytes per second. Next, we'll calculate the time required to read the data in seconds. The time in seconds is the data size in gigabytes over the read speed in gigabytes per second, and the time in seconds equals 1200 gigabytes over 0.25 gigabytes. So we'll convert this time from seconds to minutes and hours. Now let's calculate the time. 1200 gigabytes over 0.25 gigabytes a second equals 4800 seconds. 4800 seconds divided by 60 equals 80 minutes. 80 minutes over 60 equals 1.33 hours. So poor Letitia with her pretty fast hard drive would be waiting for nearly 80 minutes or 1 hour and 20 minutes to read the 1.2 terabyte Sims 4 folder with a read speed of 260 megabytes per second. Sheesh! Talk about a long waiting screen. Put a comment below and let us know the size of your Sims 4 folder and your drive speed. I would love to see the real world results. So while it definitely could be tempting to mod the heck out of your Sims 4 game, it's important to take into consideration that external hard drives may not be the best when attempting to download terabytes of data for your Simventures. I hope I happened to shed some light on the possible issues you all might face when working entirely from your external hard disk. And although customizations can be super awesome, be sure that you're constantly looking out for broken mods and CCs as well as paying attention to the size of your Sims 4 folders. You might consider breaking the mods up into separate folders like The Sims 4, The Sims 4 XYZ theme, etc, etc. Thanks for watching, until next time. Hey guys, check out this video that YouTube thinks is best for you, or check out my most recent video below it. Thanks for watching!